Cheri Bustos joins us now live. She is a former Illinois Congresswoman and a political consultant now. Thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Good morning, Dana.
Let me ask you, what did you think about President Biden's speech overall? You know, some were wondering, geez, I wonder if any concerns about potential cognitive decline will be apparent during that speech, but there didn't really appear to be any.
No, I thought it was emotional. His daughter introducing him before and their embrace on the stage before he took to the mic, wiping a tear with a hanky. It was moving. You know what? When I look at last night, I think about the wave of emotions. You had humor with Steve Kerr and the ending of a speech saying night-night to Donald Trump. You had the President Biden wiping his tear. I mean, it was an emotional night. I thought he did a good job. It was a late night. I kept thinking about when President Biden had talked about how he's better earlier in the night, and as this night wore on, I was thinking, I hope he's on his A game, and I thought he performed well.
Yeah, and it was a late night for sure. Now, there's another former White House resident taking the stage tonight. The Obamas, of course, set to speak at the DNC. What do you expect to hear from them, or what do you want to hear from them?
Well, President Obama is considered one of the best orators in the history of any presidency in America. And so I think he'll deliver. I remember Michelle Obama's speech at the 2016 convention for Hillary Clinton, and she was phenomenal. In fact, I thought she was the superstar of that convention. So I think we'll see some great performances. I think we'll hear some moving words. President Biden was President Obama's vice president, so they were together for 8 years, and they know each other well. And, you know, I think it'll be another good day. Day 2 of the convention, I think, will be one for the record books as well. And then it'll be the halfway point at the end of tonight.
Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker also speaking tonight, and he was on the short list, of course, to be Harris's running mate. Many have speculated that he has presidential ambitions himself. That's been talk actually for a few years. Where do you think that Pritzker fits in this new Democratic Party, if you will?
Well, he's still young. He's still in his prime. He's been, in my opinion, a remarkable governor with a lot of accomplishments. He's picked a good cabinet. He's got a good lieutenant governor, so he knows how to bring people together. He's considered progressive, yet a realist. He works well with his legislature. And I think he's been a very good chief executive of the state of Illinois. So, look, I think first things first, we've got to have a good November and make sure that Kamala Harris does well in November and is our next president of the United States, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay, so President Biden last night, the Obamas tonight. Today's theme, though, is a bold vision for America's future. Are you expecting any kind of shift in messaging or strategy tonight?
Well, I think this whole campaign is about the future, and it's a clear contrast with what you see with Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. They've got their grievances, and they want to take women back in time and limit our health care choices. So I think this whole campaign is about making sure that government does right by people, helps people who are in need, but yet make sure that we get out of the way for when government doesn't need to be there. So no, I think that this convention is about the future. This campaign is about the future, and over the next 70-some days, we'll see that, and then hopefully over the coming 4 years after that, we see our country continue on a good pace where we're rebuilding our infrastructure, we're bringing back manufacturing, we're doing right by our working men and women, and I think that's what Kamala Harris is all about.
All right, Cheri Bustos, a current political consultant and former Illinois Congresswoman who I read never lost an election. We really appreciate you being with us again today. We hope to talk to you again soon.
All right, thank you, Dan.